Yeah, that motherfucker fast. I ain't lying.
Quick,
That
quick.
motherfucker fast. Ain't no countdown, ain't nothing.
Came on quick, quick. You heard me?
Yeah. Let
All
me see.
right, let me, oh, hold on. Load the volume now. Let me get the links. Let's see.
Send it to Rashida too.
I know. You ain't shit, kid. You really ain't shit.
I'm a little monopoly.
A little monopolist, no, a little spooky.
A little spooky woogie woogie woogie.
You crazy.
I'm about to send. I'm about to send it to one of my people. We gotta cut that out.
I sent it to Rashida Sharonda. Let me send it to Terry.
Send it to your mama.
I sent it to my mom. I'm gonna send it to my brother. My little brother. Who else? I think that's about it. Oh look, Twitch notification coming up.
You see what I'm saying? Tell Super Casual Boom to come in the building.
Oh, I'm gonna send him the Twitch one because I think he might be working, so he can watch it easier when he at work.
Yeah.
Talk that stuff, now roll with it, and Wayla live too. Maybe we could raid her after we done.
Man, tell her raid us now. Tell her get off and come over here now. Hey,
She just got on. She can't do that.
damn. Can we simulcast? Can we do that? That's how you in the
I mean, she can host, but she's streaming though. Normally, you only host when you're not online.
Mhm. We on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you coming in the room, go on speak. Yeah, you see the hookah going. Y'all don't hear no bubbling no more. I heard the comments. I heard the comments.
Dang, is that your phone dinging that loud?
Man, you know that might have been my laptop because it's all connected.
Hurt my damn ear. I thought I was going deaf.
Hey, look, y'all ain't hear no bubbles. You heard me?
Nope.
I heard the comments. Everybody complaining. People hit me in my inbox. Yeah, it was cool, man, but that hookah loud as a motherfucker.
I've been telling you that, but you don't listen to me though. Tried to told you, but you ain't heard me.
I didn't think it was that loud myself. I ain't gonna lie. The thing about it is, it make me hit it a little bit harder because I'm used to the bubble, so I be like, man. Like the pastor say, y'all, we're not gonna be before you long, and then we're gonna be on for 2 hours.
Why don't you sing the people a little song while they gathering on in the room?
Gathering in the room, okay. It brings me back to my childhood. Come on in the room, tell the pastor, say, come on in the room. Maybe I'm tripping your doctor, and he writes out all my scripture. Oh, she got to hit that. Oh, he gives me all my messing up in the room. Tell maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, come on. I might record that.
You should. Maybe that should be our intro song when we come on.
True. Hey, for real though. Put me in the studio. Put me in the studio, D. I'm a wreck that bitch. You heard me? Put me in the studio, D. Yeah.
You do it.
You get the Migos ad libs.
Mama. Woo, woo, woo.
Man, it's Friday, Joya.
It sure is.
We made it. We
Again.
made it through the week. The week went by fairly quick.
You know what I don't like though?
What you don't like?
When the week go by quick, the weekend go by even quicker.
Listen, I'm trying to lay low. I'm trying to lay low because money low. I ain't trying to eat out. I ain't trying to do too much. I really gotta make it to Wednesday. I gotta make it to Wednesday. Once it's Wednesday, let me see. Once it's Wednesday, 7 p.m. and I got $75 in my account, I'm good.
Shout out to Super Casual Boom. He just hit me up. He was happy that we're streaming on Twitch now too. So shout
Man,
out to
we been on Twitch, man. Go on, put your comment in there, boom. Cause the Twitch comments gonna come up. We gonna see them.
yeah. I told him we doing a little multi platform thing. You know, we gotta do us. You know, because if we can't do us, then who we gonna do?
Shit. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I be doing myself a lot. Cause the old saying go, if you can't be with the one you love, beat the one you with.
Okay, pause because I wasn't talking about that. But
Oh, yeah. I ain't no hands up, don't shoot.
okay. Go ahead and hit us off with the intro, unless you want to wait for some more gathering to come on in.
We gonna make shit. I can't even talk. We gonna wait for some more gathering.
Hey, Tom. Haven't talked to you in a while, but now that we're here, Ken was trying to say something. Sounded like he was catching the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
We'll look into it further. Back
yeah.
to you. Tom been on vacation.
Man, listen, bro. The more this situation be going on with Kev on stage and Tahir and Precious and all them, which is the situation is over. It just makes me look at them differently.
I don't think so. You know, with every group of people, there's always some type of internal conflict. So I mean, I don't put it past anybody to do anything wrong or what they feel like is right in the moment. I was always taught, you know, shout out to Mama. Um, Shout out to her
What's free at
because
right now?
I think she always taught me that you sometimes you're the villain in other people's story. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that this week. I've heard that this week.
And no matter how you explain the situation, you can still be the villain in somebody else's story. And I've had to grow to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to relationships and things like that. Like, you could be like, oh, well, we broke up because we just weren't getting along. What up, mama? I just shouted you out. Welcome.
What up? What up? What up?
You know, people, especially in relationships, people break up and they're like, oh, we weren't getting along, or this person did this to me and I ain't like it. But you never know what you did to that person to be the villain in their story. And you have to understand that sometimes. So
You know what though? What's so crazy is that I thrive in being a villain of people's scenarios and stories because people have a perception of you not knowing who you are, and people can't receive. See, people want shit sugar coated. They want their shit covered in sugar. Sometimes you got to give it to them raw. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people not really ready for that because everybody be talking. Because I'm a Taurus. I'm not.
my daddy is a Taurus,
I'm
stubborn
not going
people.
to be sitting there sugarcoating. Sometimes you gotta hurt people's feelings for them to get it. Because I can sit there. It's two ways you can go in the situation. They doing this, yeah, man. You know, yeah, you might want to do this, that, and the other. But no, you got to come at people and say, man, you fucking wrong. You
Right.
tripping. You fucking up. But people can't handle that. So I love being the villain because I'm that friend where you ain't never got to guess how Ken feel it. Let me talk to Ken because he gonna give it to me raw. He gonna tell me how it is. He gonna tell me I'm fucked up, and he gonna get on me. Then he gonna try to help me at the same time. That's just how I'm coming.
Right. And I think what it is you're a Taurus. And I know, you know, growing up, my dad was a Taurus. So I know how you guys are. And, you know, me being a Sagittarius is like sometimes I say things and I don't realize how they come out. We're
Right.
very blunt, and then sometimes we don't realize, like, when we say things like, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, or I didn't mean it that way, but this is what I meant. And
Man,
sometimes it just comes out. And I
say,
think that
say
people
how
aren't
you gonna say it. Say it how you gonna say it.
right. And I think sometimes people just aren't ready for that. But it's better to have an honest friend than somebody who, like you said, is going to sugarcoat everything to comfort you in a way to where, you may not get the lesson out of it.
I would much rather you hate me for who I am than to love me for who I'm not.
Amen to that.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna love me because I'm a credit your feelings and tell you everything gonna be all right, man. Sometimes everything ain't all right. It's not all right.
And I think that, I've heard another saying. I actually have it here. Let me see
You
if
know,
I
I'm
can
gonna tell
pull
you
it
how
up.
it is. If you're at work and you're trash, you're just trash.
So it says here that if you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war within yourself.
Yeah.
So even if you feel like me saying what I have on my chest the way that I want to say it is going to cause conflict, if you muffle that or muzzle it to make the other person feel better, then you start a war within yourself.
And you're
You know
doing
what
them
I'm
a service because they gonna go moving forward like, man, Ken said, I was right and they was wrong and I'm good with what I'm at, but I like perspectives. I like to see both sides. I'm a big picture person. It's just like, look, you do this, this might happen. You do this might happen. If you don't do this, this might happen. So shit, do what you got to do.
Right, but one thing for sure is not doing something is always going to make a bigger issue. No
Right.
matter what you decide to do, whether it's left or right or straightforward or back or whatever, not doing anything at all isn't going to make the situation better either.
Mhm.
So, I'd rather somebody tell me like it is and then let me decide, give their advice or, their opinion on the situation. Of course, like you said, you like to hear multiple sides of it and then make your assessment, whatever it is. I'd rather hear that and then go forward with my decision versus to
Right.
have somebody lie to me. And,
My
you
thing
know,
is, if you doing a person a disservice, if you trying to spare their feelings or lessen the blow because you do that and then they go off and act on what you did, it could be way worse. Man, I did this and this person did that. I'm like, I already knew they was gonna listen, man. If you listen and watch people how they move, you already know what they're gonna do.
right.
You know me long enough to know, like, if I say this or if I do this or if this person say this and do this to Ken, he's going to do this. And if I don't do it, it's a fucking surprise.
It is. Be like, are you okay? Because something ain't right.
Right. You let that slide.
Right.
I'm gonna come back though. I'm gonna have a talk with myself and I'm gonna say, you know what? Fuck that.
Right. You got to look yourself straight in the mirror and be like, you know what? You acting funny. You
Yeah,
you ain't just you out your body.
yeah. But no, that goes into a great segue with the title of this uh podcast today. Maybe I'm tripping. It's Juneteenth Federal holiday. Yeah, it's clickbait and it's a good thing to fucking to search.
Well, before we do that, we got to get our intros in. So go ahead and start it off.
What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Another episode of Maybe I'm Tripping with Big Ken.
Enjoy of the Queen. There he go, beating his chest. I guess I should do this then, huh?
Hey, my name is Joya. I like seeds. I'm a vegan. I'll eat meat. Ew. Ew.
First of all, I do eat meat. I had me a burger today from Shake Shack. You heard me.
They not paying us.
They ain't paying us, but I ain't gonna lie, it was all right. It was my first time having it.
Hey, you gotta have it hot.
It was
Once
hot.
once it get cold, you through. They're like them what like we in Texas, they be like, what a burger, what a burger. You leave the drive through with them fries. I'm gonna tell you this: there is a Whataburger less than a mile from my house. I can go get a meal and drive back with the motherfucking fries. They are cold.
Okay, so here's my theory. If you don't eat the fries on the way home, you ain't gonna eat them.
Mm-mm. McDonald's fries and Burger King fries hold up, but Whataburger
Wendy's too.
they be putting too. They went that sea salt route. They put too much salt on them sometimes.
Not the one I go to. They lightly sprinkle it with the sea salt, so you get the little
Yeah,
salt aftertaste. But they good when if they fresh. Put it that way. If they ain't fresh, them things be tasting like raw potatoes straight from the ground.
straight out the ground. But listen, we're gonna talk about this Juneteenth. I wanted to rant.
So
Juneteenth just yesterday, and it was him. Let me tell you something. And I was on TikTok earlier, and if you're on TikTok, follow me on TikTok at Mr. BR Crawfish. Somebody put it in perspective, and it hurt my heart. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not going. I'm not. Gonna, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to refrain from saying the N word. But our people be so hot behind them little ass wins. Everybody was on my timeline talking about, oh, Juneteenth to hit the House. Oh, Juneteenth to hit this. Now they hit Joe Biden desk. He done signed it in the federal. What is it? Is it federal law or is it a federal guideline? He made it a federal holiday, and motherfuckers are rejoicing. So I posted on there. I'm like, ain't nobody asked if it's a paid holiday. Is it a paid federal holiday? You know what I'm saying? Is some this Louisiana, the state got the day off. Okay, you off on a fucking Friday. What now? What you gonna do? Have you seen any barbecue smoke? Have you smelled any hot links on the grill? Have you heard? Have you smelled any ribs on the grill? You just really just took the day off. Them people not celebrating us.
I think that now that it is a federal holiday, a lot of people of our color, black, brown, anyone who, you know, has any history with Juneteenth, I think that that day should be the day that we go out and, for one, support black businesses. For two, learn more about our history and culture, that we, learn something new that we may not have known. Um, a lot of people, I would say, younger generation didn't even know what the hell Juneteenth was. Go do your research and learn about your history. Go figure out why it was important for it to be a federal holiday. But I think at the end of the day, a lot of people just don't even care.
They fucking played us.
And like you said, they're celebrating these small victories when, yes, it's a good thing, blase, blase, whatever. But we're celebrating these small victories, but like we were talking about earlier, what about police reform? What about, you know, the
The George Floyd Policing Act is still on the floor of legislation.
what about the anti-lynching laws, and what about things like that? Like, that's the real things that we need to be worried about.
Lynching is not a federal crime. It's not a hate crime. Lynching is not a hate crime.
And it should be.
But you so happy about having this fucking day off. It ain't fucking paid. We didn't have the day off today.
Sure didn't.
I show message the supervisor and say, hey, look, they just signed the paperwork. What do I need to be at work tomorrow? Or do I have the day off? But the thing is, they played it with it's retroactive. That is going to go into effect in 2022 or whatever day is going to be or whatever. But you sitting there and always on our backs, our fight is always on our back. It's just like Juneteenth is a federal holiday, but guess what? Everybody else fucking benefits too.
It's
There's
impossible
nothing,
to
there's nothing exclusive for us.
it's impossible to exclude everyone. And I think that that's why it's not such a big victory like people are making it out to be. Same thing with Martin Luther King Day. Everybody gets off for that. You know, um, it's just the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? So you're celebrating this small victory when it's like, oh yeah, we needed this for Black people. Yes, yes, but then it's a federal holiday for everyone.
But let me tell you, this is the part that pissed me off what I saw on TikTok. Father's Day is Sunday. We already don't get no fucking love. And now you done put this as a precedent over Father's Day. Oh, this Juneteenth weekend. It ain't Father's Day weekend no more. Listen, we want the little ties. We want the socks. We want our kids who never call us to call us and text us on that day. You see what I'm saying?
You know,
We
I'm
still
sorry, but
like Father's Day.
I'm sorry, Ken, but the fathers that got the tools and the ties and the socks, y'all being downgraded.
We won't even get tools. Let me tell you what we get. We get our chef hat and a motherfucking apron that say best dad, so we can go out there and get on the grill and cook for everybody on our fucking day. Let me tell you something. I want everybody who's under my voice right now, call any restaurant Sunday and see if you need a reservation or see if there's some sort of wait. Fuck no. Let me tell you something. I went out for Mother's Day and I made a reservation and still had to wait a fucking hour before I got my goddamn food. And
Y'all about to be downgraded.
that motherfucker was packed.
Y'all about to be downgraded.
Call Applebee's, Olive Garden, Outback Steakhouse, Ruby Tuesday, TGI Friday. It ain't no goddamn wait.
What up, super casual boom?
We'll seat you right away, sir. But you know why it ain't no wait? Because the father's at the house cooking.
Hey, look, y'all about to be downgraded. That's all I'm saying. Get rid of all of them ties, all of them tools, all of them socks. Y'all are being downgraded to keychains now because of Juneteenth. Y'all gonna get a keychain that has the number one on it, and they gonna say this number one dad.
All on my timeline, they asking, where can I get a Juneteenth t-shirt? Ain't nobody asking about a Father's Day t-shirt. Ain't nobody asking about a Father's Day t-shirt. What's up, super casual boom? What's happening, baby? You up in there on the Twitch, man. Up on the Twitch.
Hey, super casual, don't walk away. Come back. Stay here. He probably just joking. Wow. Pat said he'll probably have a sandwich for Father's Day. That's sad.
Here's the thing. It ain't going to be fried.
Not even.
I put on Facebook the other day, I said, no matter how much money you make, don't forget where you came from. You know what I bought the other day, Joy?
What?
Some Cato salami. Pepper sausage. I had me some pepper sausage sandwiches. Pepper sausage.
Well, it's better than a fried bologna sandwich. You do one step up.
Let me tell you something. Bologna right next to it. I almost got that red ring bologna. Bar S.
You know you gotta slide the string through your teeth to get all the ham off of it.
You gotta get it. That's the best part.
Oh, Pat, PB and J, damn.
Hey, PB and J go hard now.
I don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Do you don't like PB and J? But I'm gonna ask Texas Taurus, aka Pat. Do you like it jelly on one side, peanut butter on the other side, or do you like peanut butter and jelly on both sides and we meet in the middle? I'm a peanut butter with the jelly on top. You heard me? Say Boris hot dog. Hey, let me tell you something. Them motherfuckers was $3-4 when I was working at Piggly Wiggly. Hey, them Boris go hard.
Yes, with some of that what is that? Is that Jimmy, not Jimmy Dean? What is that? The chili with no beans? What kind of chili that? Wolf.
Wolf chili, that dog food.
I'm a fan of peanut butter and honey. I like peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
Hey, them Uncrustables go hard. Get you them Uncrustables like that.
Yeah.
I ran through a box of 8 one time. I was like, you know how you be in the box, you be looking like, damn, I thought I had one more.
Yes, Hormel chili too.
You gotta get Hormel with the beans though. See, if you get Hormel with the beans, you think you got your little money.
Let me go through some of these comments, and then I want to ask you a question. So, my mom said people still work on holidays, no matter what holiday it may be. You don't get any special privileges. My mom works at the hospital,
Right.
so you know,
Don't get them holidays.
right? I can definitely see that. Super Casual says my Asian butt has one thing to say. You know it's bad when car dealerships start doing commercials for Juneteenth car sales. That's true. I don't see no Father's Day car deals.
Nothing. And we the ones buying the goddamn cars. Buying
Right.
trucks. Ford need to do one. Ford, Chevy need to have a Father's Day deal.
Cadillac.
Cadillac, that's for the older father. That's for the grandfathers.
And Texas Taurus says he likes peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other. So super okay. You know my accent, and you always clowning me about the way I say wash, right? So I
I
cannot
said it like that the other day on TikTok.
say wolf. I pronounce it WUFF, and this has been a long-standing joke between me, Super Casual, and Wayla. So he always say it's a wolf every time I say.
It's a wolf. That's the sound they make. It's
That's the
wolf.
sound a dog makes, but
It's wolf.
I can't say that. Okay, I can't say it no matter how hard. If I say it right, it's awkward. Wolf. That
There
don't
you
sound
go.
right. No, it's wolf. It's a wolf.
Look at that wolf. You the type of motherfucker say amalams.
Call lamb a lamb.
Call amalam. I ain't grab my shoes or nothing. I got bronchitis. Amalams.
Lord Jesus is a far.
It's a Hey,
Um,
speaking of viral moments, did you see the girl who put that gorilla glue on her hair has tried to is attempting to capitalize on her misfortune by coming out with a new holding spray.
yes, and I actually think that she's smart by doing that.
But I think people gonna play her like a joke.
I mean, yes and no, but she glued her hair to her head, so
It is Doritos. It's Doritos. It's a D, not a T. You are correct.
and
It's
you want to talk about me and Wolf and
Let me get
Wash?
some Doritos.
You
And
know
let me
what it
tell you
is?
something. HEB got an HE brand Dorito. See, I can't even say Doritos. It's Dorito. That tastes just like them. They good.
Yeah, HEB brand stuff is good. I like their brands.
75
But
cents.
yeah. I think it's W words that give me trouble. Wolf, Wash, all of that.
But the thing is, it shouldn't give you a product because the W not bothering you. It's the rest of the letters. It's the rest of the motherfuckers beating your ass up.
Yes, Pat, honey is super expensive now, so I try to use it sparingly. I actually had me a nice bowl of oatmeal yesterday
Hey, when I'm on my
with
diet, honey go on everything, and I don't care how much it costs because you can't have the refined sugars. But when I'm on a
mhm.
diet, let me tell you something. Eating chicken 2 and 3 times a day, even let me tell you, even on fish, I just put honey on it. I can't have sugar. I just get it down.
I don't like syrup either. I think what it is like I don't eat jelly, but I eat preserves. I don't eat syrup, but I eat honey and preserves on my like pancakes and stuff. I don't like super sugary stuff.
Give me my black,
So
give me my blackburn and my steam in the can.
Blackburn is good. I
They
ain't
got.
gonna lie.
I saw blackburn today in my wall in my HEB in my area, and it warmed my heart.
I
People don't know,
have some.
people don't know about blackburn.
I have
Fuck,
some Blackburn in the
fuck,
cabinet right now.
fuck,
But
fuck, Hungry Jack. Blackburn. When you're warming up, it gets super thin. That's what she said. I ain't want to say nothing. She did say syrup. It's syrup.
what?
You see super casual boom. You said
I know I see him. He's always
syrup.
okay. I
Syrup.
know first of all, Super Casual cannot clown because he from Boston and he talk about khakis and cars and
Oh, he
keys.
in the car. Let's get in the car. Let me get in the car.
Nah, don't apologize. You always stay on my head about pronunciation. But anyway, let's go ahead and go into our first topic. I want to make Ken mad.
Make me mad then.
You know I like pissing Ken off. Okay, first topic. So there's a new movie coming out called let me see what it's called. I don't even have the stories together. Lord Jesus. It's called Karen, and it's starring Taryn Manning, which also rhymes with Karen. But she starred in what was that? Hard Out Here for a Pimp movie.
Oh,
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow. I'm in
She
charge.
Yeah, she also starred in Orange is the New Black. And basically, she's playing a Karen who antagonizes a black couple who moves into a really nice neighborhood. How do you feel about them making a movie about Karen? Her name is actually in the movie, it's Karen White. She
Boy,
ain't no superwoman, that's for sure.
the thing about it is this: I'm here for it. I'm gonna watch it. If it's in theaters, I'm gonna pay my money to go watch it because motherfuckers be out here being Karens, and don't even understand. Here's the thing: I've seen on different platforms. It's a black people be. It don't matter what black people do. It's gonna be a Karen minding our business.
So,
I seen a whole Karen go ham on this what it was a beach or lakefront over this proposal because she was trying to make sure that the rose petals that they had in their whole presentation was fake or real. Boy, super casual being Karen too, mayonnaise massacre. I'm gonna tell you something. I like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise on my sandwiches. I like mayonnaise on my hot dogs. Mayonnaise is a great condiment.
mayonnaise on a hot dog?
Boy, don't knock it till you try it.
I like sauerkraut on my hot dogs.
Yeah, you wrong.
What?
Here's the thing: for me to get sauerkraut on a hot dog, I got to really be like adventurous. I got because Sonic has those American hot dogs with different peppers. It's like
The
like
Chicago dogs.
right.
One of
It's like
my favorites.
no, it's like Olive Garden, the tour of France. They got the tour of New York. All the New York hot dogs that ain't the size of New York hot dogs. Lord, casual boom, you were killing me. Sauerkraut is fermented cabbage on the slick.
But cabbage is one of my favorite vegetables, so I love it. Super
Yeah,
Casual says he doesn't like white people. But Super Casual, I'm sorry to inform you, but Texas Torres, aka Pat, is a white man. But he cool though.
but he no Texas tourist is Hispanic.
Okay.
You see, he looks like a white man, but Texas tourist is Hispanic.
I'm sorry, Pat, for misracialing you, if that's a word.
He's racially ambiguous. We don't know what he is. He's bigger than most whites, bigger than most Mexicans. He's big as a black guy, but he looks white, but he's Mexican.
He says you're Mexican. He have Lopez. He said I meant to say I don't talk like a white person in Boston. He doesn't, but that's only because you Asian.
Man, listen.
What up, Amelia?
I don't think Super Casual Boom is Asian. I think he's Pacific Islander. That's when I see Super Casual Boom, I see Pacific Islander. Let's get him
He's
right.
he's he's Cambodian.
That's that's Pacific Island.
Super Casual Boom is not Asian. He's black. I don't care what nobody say. He literally earned his black card. Like I don't know how else to put it. He
Hey,
earned a black card.
hey, Texas Taurus is trying to be like me talking about. I think I'm normal size. I think I'm the size men should be.
My mom said when she met you for the first time, he said Cambodia is basically the Georgia of Asia.
Damn, you the Migos. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Mama. When my mom met Kim for the first time, she said, "You smaller in person. You look bigger on the camera."
Do I?
That's
Damn,
what she said.
how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think you look the same size to me. I think I look bigger on camera.
You do.
I look taller on camera. Let me tell you, because when you see me in person, you're gonna be where
Look
you.
at
um, but no, I think for this particular movie, a lot of people is giving it backlash because, and it's not even out yet. Nobody's even seen it. It's a BET production. Um, Basically they're saying that they are tired of watching movies based on black trauma and what black people have to live through every single day. It's like, why make a movie about it? We live through it every day.
right.
But I mean, I would have to kind of disagree with that. I think that the people who are not well versed in what we go through every day would benefit from actually seeing the movie. And I think they picked the perfect person to play Karen because Taryn Manning, she is, a really good actress and I really respect her. And she says that the reason that she's doing it is because of the fact that she wants to bring the awareness to the people who may not understand that when they call the police for no reason, when they antagonize people for living in a nice neighborhood who aren't the same color as them, who go against the Black Lives Matter movement, who are, supporters of people who don't always see eye to eye with the black movement, that she wants to bring awareness to that. And I totally respect that. So,
Right.
yeah, no.
We got some comments on Facebook, but I'm a little late on them because they're showing on one of my phones, but not on my other phone.
Okay, go ahead and go through some of those comments and I will look at
No, it's something I said triggered somebody.
no. Well, super casual boom, I can say you did earn a black card, but you did not earn. I'm gonna just say this: anytime a black person tells you you've earned a black card, that doesn't give you the right to say the N word, so that's out the question. But that just means that you're cool as hell. You're invited to the cookout, and you get to get the big piece of chicken if you want
No,
it.
no, he does not. Because we're only doing legs. Ain't no big piece.
True.
Mom,
It's
the
it
movie
is.
Them, I couldn't finish it. It was just too much. I really wanted to go in beast mode. I was really like in HEB, like anybody can get it who's not black.
Don't be like that.
Bruh, Them is traumatizing.
It
Even one of the actresses had to go into therapy doing that movie because, bruh, it was so real. It was just like unnecessary. It was like the movie. Any other racial movie, you can go like, shit. Remember the Titans? Anything where there's a white and black conflict, but they was like overtly letting you know, like, we don't like you, we don't want you here, get the fuck out. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't watch it. Then even all the black people, when you see like the code switching and black people like, oh man, this is a nice house. Be careful.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of like them, but I will say that it is set in today's age. So if you look at, just imagine like, mom, you've been to my house, you've seen my house and things like that. Imagine me living in that house in a neighborhood where the neighbor just antagonizes all the time. And I was fortunate enough to be a younger black person live in a really nice neighborhood in a really nice home and not be antagonized like that. Our neighbors were cool. And I think because they at some point had to struggle to get where they were as well. So most of them were Hispanic and they were older. So they were kind of, on the brink of retirement, kids already out of the house,
Working
you
class.
know. Right, stuff like that. And they worked hard to get where they were and they really understood. It's like, they invited us over. All right, Pat, come back. They invited us over. They were always very nice and, always offering to, hey, we're cooking. Why don't you guys come and get something to eat? Or, we're having like a neighborhood meeting. We want you guys to be there to get your input, stuff like that. And it never was awkward or uncomfortable ever being around them. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go out of town, they really like look after your property and say, if anything suspicious happened, or hey, you had the pool guy come by, just want to let you know that, blase, blase, whatever, whatever. And it was never nothing uncomfortable and all of that.
Right.
Yeah. So Super Casual says, I remember when I went to the restaurant late night and two black brothers got drunk and fight each other. Then this white idiot dude called the cops and said, you both going to jail with the racial undertone. And then he proceeded to beat the white dude up. Neither brother got arrested. It was great.
It was good.
Super Casual likes that.
Man, I think like this, man. Here's the thing, we need to capitalize on these times we're in, because if my thing is this, if you allow people to do things without any repercussion, they're going to continue to do them. So my thing is this: the problem with what's going on today, and even with social medias and things like that, even like when people come and troll our page, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we got dislikes just on some random shit.
Yeah, one time we had the troll coming in calling us the N word and all kinds of
Right.
stuff. And
The problem is he ain't never been punched in the mouth.
I think also is that a lot of times it stems from reason even further back than that, to where they've been doing things without the repercussions. Like you said, they never got punched in the mouth, but they also got away with a lot of stuff throughout their life, and nobody's ever checked them about it. So I think that's another thing too. Parents didn't check them, family members didn't check them, because in a black household or even an Asian household like Super Casual, if you ain't doing right, your aunties, uncles, cousins, older cousins, mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, everybody got the right to whoop your ass, and then you're gonna get whooped again when you get home. Ebony says Karen the movie can have a perspective of marginalizing black trauma of having a Karen. It is our reality. Depends on how they release the movie and the tone that it is set. I mean, from the trailer, it looked okay, and I think it's something that maybe I'll sit down and watch. I'm pretty sure they'll release it on the BET app since it is a BET production. That's the
Right.
only thing I do kind of worry about. BET Lifetime movies,
They're
stuff
gonna
like
be
that.
safe. They're gonna be safe as fuck, because the trailer you sent me, I'm sitting there. It's a lot of ups and downs. There are drama moments. There's casual moments, and they're merging together. And I'm sitting
Mhm.
there like, because here's the thing, they could have missed the mark and made that bitch a whole comedy.
They could have, but
But it's just like, it's like, I think would you say it was like, it would be like a serious scary movie with putting out exactly what's going on in your face, because it's a movie of the extremes of a Karen.
I think what it is the way that the trailer feels to me, the way that the direction was going, like the director and the angles and all of the dialect that I've seen just in the trailer. They tried to make it almost like a Jordan Peele movie, and I think that they tried to make it almost like Us, or um, what was the other one? The
When they
Sunken
see
Place.
us,
Not When
when
They See Us. When the one with the sunken place.
they get out,
Get Out. Yeah. So they're trying to make it somewhat serious like that, and to where people can,
learn.
right, and people can get the subliminal messages in it to everything that's going on. But it's more blatant to the fact that, even in the trailer, there was a little white girl, a small white girl who was a neighbor, and she said, this Karen neighbor doesn't like black people. And the lady looks at the little girl and says, well, I'm black. And she says, well, I can tell you that she doesn't like you either,
Right.
type stuff. So it's really blatant, but it also, I think, has a message. And hopefully they don't miss the mark on it. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, they're gonna miss the mark. You know why? Because no one's gonna take it seriously. No one gives a shit. Everyone's going along with the get along, and it's just gonna be just another movie. Hey,
Yeah.
let's go into this relationship shit the way you're gonna piss me the fuck off. But let me hold you right there, because I gotta break the seal. Once I break the seal,
Oh, Lord. King gonna be getting up every 5 minutes to pee, y'all.
I've been drinking since about 4:30. Since about 4:30. And I need something to eat. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Should have got you something to eat.
It was a lot going on.
Anyway, while Ken is going to go pee, if y'all want to grab a drink, we about to get into some relationship stuff with Ken, the relationship expert. Ken gonna come out with a whole wife in a bonnet soon, y'all. I just know it. Just like what's the dude name? Also, Super Casual in the comments says, at this point, I say the first year of baby learning and training, show them Power Rangers and feed them Skittles. Yeah, my mom is in the YouTube chat. She is lovely DW. But shout outs to mom. Because without moms, I feel like, things could be a lot harder in life. Without good moms, put it that
We
way.
talking about moms. This Father's Day Sundays. Let's highlight the fathers in this thing.
And we already established that fathers don't get that much respect as mothers. So,
Because we got to cook on our own day.
Mom Super Casual Boom said, hey. So, the first thing I'm going to start off while we're talking about mothers, see how I set that up?
Shut up.
It says a lot of Black women would have turned out so differently and this is not me talking, this is from Kamira J on Twitter. She says a lot of Black women would have turned out so differently had their mothers loved them more when they were girls. A lot of problems you face in your journey into womanhood is a reflection of the failed first connection you had with a woman. Not having a solid mother that loves you can really F up your foundation for loving yourself and other women. We be talking so much about daddy issues, but moms be out here failing their kids daily too. But it doesn't get talked about enough because the grandmother or the auntie typically picks up the pieces and holds it down. And it's always incredibly sad when you watch a mother worship her son and treat her daughter like the enemy. Deep-rooted patriarchy even exists in parenting, and it's sad and under-discussed. If you see me out here sweating my daughter, it's because I want her to know that it's a woman out there that loves her to the bones, bro. Like creating a Black female is an honor. A Black woman is a goddess. How can you make one and not nurture her power? She goes on to say some other things, but I'm going to stop right there.
Yeah, she's stupid as fuck. But I don't have sisters. I got a cousin that grew up with me or whatever. But that was the dumbest thing. The premise, the undertone was the dumbest thing in the world because there's fucked up people everywhere. And blaming your mama for why you the way you are is a fucking cop out, in my personal opinion. Now, your upbringing does shape you, but don't attack your goddamn mama, godly. Because the thing about it is, first of all, she's talking about Black mamas. It's a different motherfucking world for Black women out here dealing with these no good ass men and different types of scenarios you will come across as you just have to walk your life. Literally, like walking down the street, you getting harassed.
I mean, but you got to understand, like, Black women. Oh, well, I guess Ken decided to leave. But you got to understand, like, what happened?
My damn bill. Could you hear me?
No, you said the last thing I heard was you paid your damn bill.
So I said, I paid my damn bill. I'm looking at the modem. But
I think a lot of mothers, especially Black mothers, are harder on their daughters because not only are Black men out here getting killed, but so are Black women. We're being slammed to the ground. We're being choked and kneeled on and shot and killed. I mean, look at Sandra Bland, what happened to her. We still don't know all the details about what happened to her. But, I think to the point where it depends on the family that you come from. Because me growing up, I was very outgoing, and my mom always let me bloom into the person that I am. She let me experience life, even though she still had the reins. You know what I'm saying? She still let me experience life and make mistakes and learn from them and make sure that I was progressing as an adult.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can see you and hear you.
You're not on the screen anymore.
I don't know what you did, Ken, but get it together.
I we getting too real for TV, man. Hold on 1 second.
You
I
can't see
can't
me?
see you.
Well, I'm on the left side now. I was on the right. So, do you want me to get off
Bruh,
and come
this is
back?
some bullshit.
Do you want me to get off and come back?
What's going on?
You and your trash internet. That's what's going
So
on.
they can see you, I can't.
We're fine. It looks
Can
the
y'all hear
same.
Joya? Because I can't hear her anymore.
You can't hear
I
me.
didn't touch anything.
Uh, I'll be back.
Go out and come back. I don't know what the fuck happened, guys. When we get too real for TV, somebody be hating on us, man. I don't know. I couldn't hear her super casual boom. I couldn't hear her.
Can you hear me now?
I got you now. I don't know what the hell just happened.
He just wanted to switch sides. That's all.
I didn't touch anything.
Hmm. But anyway, I was just saying that it depends on what family you come from. My mom always nurtured my independent side and let me experience life. Like I said, even though she still had the reins, and she still made sure that I abided by certain rules and things, I feel like some mothers do treat their daughters differently. But me growing up, I've had brothers, and I've never felt like there was favoritism over the son versus the daughter. I was the more outgoing person versus my younger brother. You know what I'm saying? So it just oh, speaking of younger brother, what up, Zach?
Zachary Wynn.
He said, tell your FBI guy or girl to stop messing with your setup.
Bruh, I put a one comment and shit went to hell.
Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, it just depends. I mean, some mothers can be envious of their daughters. I've seen that happen. Some can live vicariously through their children. I've seen that happen, but
That's a mama problem, not the daughter problem. But I get
right.
it. But I just was like, man, don't make a broad ass statement like that because there's a lot of good mothers out here who are instilling great things into their daughters and empowering them. And you can give your kids whatever you want to give them. They got to hit the street and put it into play.
Right. And I think even though sometimes you may come from a dysfunctional family, you don't have to be a dysfunctional adult. People go through parents being drug addicts, people go through abuse, people go through so many different things. And I've seen people come out and be a way better person than what they grew up in. So you can't blame people for the way that you are. Maybe you might need a little bit of therapy, or you might need to check yourself and be like, you know what? I can't stop, like you said, blaming people for the way I am, and actually be a functioning adult. Like, stop doing the toxic stuff and blaming somebody else for it when really it's me.
Hey, Super Casual done jumped on the YouTube. What's up, baby? Get them viewer hours up.
He wanted to come on YouTube to say hey to my mama.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
But so I mean, with that being said, what's your final thoughts on that topic?
Man, it's already hard enough out here for us. Don't put them narratives out there. I'm big on narratives because if a motherfucker always repeats something, it becomes the truth instead of just saying like we have great mothers out here who are raising great queens and we are great in what we do. But I mean, at the same time, there are fucked up ass parents. That's just fucked up ass parents, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just say it's my mama that's doing this, not everybody's mom that's doing that.
They want to knock my head between the wash and dry.
Right. So the next topic I have is how long do you have to wait after a breakup to talk to somebody else to get in a new relationship?
Let me tell you something about that. You can move on as fast as you want to move on. If you break up with somebody today, you can start conversing with somebody tomorrow. Everybody mourns differently. Everybody goes through things differently. Super casual boom said 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You gotta live your life. You can't let somebody who don't want to be with you no more dictate what you do in the future. Shit, man, go love somebody else, man.
I think it just depends on the situation. Super casual say 5 minutes. It might be like that for some. If you had no real expectations in the relationship and it just doesn't work out, then hey, 5 minutes might work for that particular situation. If it's a long term relationship and you put a lot of time and effort with that person, I think it might take a little while. But like I said, it just depends on the person.
But the thing
Yeah,
in relationships, you know the relationship over way before it ends. So
right.
it could be over shit 6 months, 3 months, 2 weeks. You know it's fucking over. You just waiting for it to end. You gotta fucking move on with your life, man. Everybody wants to be happy. We are built to be in a cohabitated state. So man, people work better in relationships than being single. Like if I'm for the streets, shit, I'm for the streets. You see,
Right.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna get it how I live.
Yeah. And shout out Super Casual. If you guys are on Twitch and want to see some gaming as well, he's going to return hopefully Wednesday, he said, with his computer stuff. So he shall see. But go ahead and follow at Super Casual Boom on twitch.tv/Super Casual Boom. So,
But Super Casual said his white girlfriend. His
yeah, Super Casual is, he's had some experiences that he's talked about with us. And I think that stay away from the white women, Super Casual.
but the Asian and the Caucasian relations is like that goes hand in hand. Like me being an African American male, it's I don't where am I gonna meet Asian women? But it's like white men can find Asian women like it's they just around every corner. That should be wild to me. I'm like, damn. But it's a perception of success and things like that.
Right. I think it has to do with, I've heard where Asians, some Asian families actually promote their children to marry into a white family because it, I guess, it, he said Chinese restaurants.
I need me some sesame shrimp right now. I'm not gonna lie.
But I've seen
I'm going,
Asian
I'm going
families
to hell.
get you some food. Don't they got a hot dog truck out there?
I think it's gone. It's at the front.
Go see and go run and grab some. But I've seen Asian families promote their children to marry into white families because of status or money or whatever the case is. But honestly, I'm the type of person, love who you want to love as long as you're happy and as long as they treat you right and respect you as a human being. And even if they're from a different background or culture, as long as they can respect that and you guys can, love each other through that, then I think it's okay. It says Asian families either want to stay Asian people or white people. So yeah.
Why is that super casual boom?
But as far as waiting after a breakup, I think it just depends on how the person heals. I mean, you can't tell people how to heal. You can't tell people how long to wait after something. And I think that as long as the person is happy in the new relationship, because everybody needs somebody, everybody needs love. And I think that go for it. If you feel it's right, go for it.
Hey, if it's only a fling, man, go for it. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your own well being. If getting under somebody else is healing for you, get up under somebody else, somebody's daughter, grandma. See, I'm older, so I can be under somebody's daughter, grandma, auntie, sister, T nanny. I can be under all of them. Anybody who is of age, I can be under somebody's grandmother because they got them 40-year-old grandmothers now. I can be under them. Yeah, if you can just find you somebody to get under, ain't nothing. Hey, only thing better than pussy is new pussy. Simple.
It says Asian history see white as a angels in white with white wings mentality
Shit. Them goddamn devils with horns and pitchforks and tails. Fucking monkeys.
and hooded costumes.
Yeah, man. In the name of Jesus.
So let's go on to our next topic. Ew.
What's the next topic, girl?
Okay, so this comes from uh, B Trilla on Twitter. It
Big
says
girl.
it says sometimes rekindling shit with people just ain't it. You get back cool with people and they remind you why it didn't work out the first time. Some things never change and learn to leave shit where it's at.
Let me tell you something. I have battled with this. One time I was in, I don't know, let me tell you a funny story about this shit. So I had just moved to Texas. I got cool with one of my friends when I first moved here. You know, once you meet somebody new, you the new person in the fold, and they got their people they fuck with. We was at these people's house or whatever, and we were talking about something, and he got left with me, and being from Louisiana, you know what I did? I got up and I just sat back. I was done talking. You doing all that talking? We supposed to be fighting right now, but we was in his mama house. I say, shit, it's whatever, whatever. I say, and then they're like, man, you wasn't serious about that shit. I say, the nigga said some shit. I really should have slapped him in his fucking mouth. And so that went on to where, he was around and I'm like, if I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. I don't talk to you. I ain't got no words for you. And then one time we was in the club or whatever, I'm sitting there on that drink, feeling good. It was a great time. And when I went up to him and I say, man, bro, what's happening, bro? Man, come out here, let's have a good time, bro. Dapped him up, hugged him. After I did that, I say, nigga, you still don't like him. Why the fuck did you just do that? I was pissed off at myself. And I did that one dap and hug and hadn't talked to him since. Cause he had did some pussy shit. I just really, if you do some shit to me, I can't fuck with it. I can't go back.
I think a lot of times we ignore red flags in order to save a relationship, whether it be a friendship or, a romantic relationship, when we know for a fact that that person does not intend to change.
Right.
So, I mean, you can get back cool with people, but at the end of the day, if they did something to if they did something disloyal, if they did something to betray your trust, if they did something behind your back, if you found out some shit from some other people that they did that affects you, at the end of the day, you can get back cool with them, but it's never going to be the same. So once you fall out with somebody, I normally just keep my distance because it's never going to be the same again.
That's a fact.
Especially if you know for a fact that person isn't going to change.
Snake.
Right. Now, if they put forth the effort, then maybe that might be a different story. Like, hey, look, I know what I did was fucked up. I know what I did was wrong. I know that, I said this or I did this and, I learned from it and I would never do nothing like that. Yeah, maybe you get back cool with them, but you always keep one eye open. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep one eye open.
And then if they prove themselves and if they say, hey, look, if you can see the change in them and you can see that they're actually working towards it, then maybe eventually that trust will come back. But until then, I would just leave the situation alone. So,
True.
let's go to the next one. This one will piss Ken off.
Don't piss me off. Now I've been drinking. I'm gonna go on a rant.
You about to go on a rant. Super Casual, stop clowning me. I always eat on the podcast.
Look, I'm ordering food right now.
No, it's not that I'm not trying to read it super casual. I'm glad you're here. Give us some comments.
For sure.
Um, so Alicia Curry, and this looks like this is from Facebook, says, normalize not hitting men. It's not okay. Being crazy is not cute, so stop it.
Hey, let me tell you something about that.
Oh Lord.
That's the damn fact. Because I'm gonna give you my stats right now. I'm 6'2", 293 pounds this morning.
And you play football.
Semi-professionally, I might add.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes women think that, a slap on the chest, a punch in the arm is okay. No, it's not okay. That shit still hurts. And then it depends on, a motherfucker, ooh, child, or ooh, hey, like say me and you, we're cool. And I might say, we might, girl, ooh, bitch. But I'm not calling you a bitch, but we cool like that. But if I called you a bitch, you'll be like, hold on, Ken. You need to settle down. You know what I'm saying? Because there's ways to do things. Because if you hit me in my chest and you looking at me with hurt in your eyes, how am I supposed to take that? Now I'm being abused. Now you're abusing me. You're not like, oh, Ken, you so crazy. Oh, Ken, you this. But if you sitting there, boy, stop playing and punch me in my shit. Man, hold on. You beating me now. I can't punch you. So don't punch me.
First of all, I would never let a man call me a bitch, even if he was being playful.
That's not true because I've said it on the phone.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
I know I have. We were laughing about some shit. I say, bitch. Are you still
No.
being stupid about what I'm saying? I'm lying. I'm lying.
I know you lying. Because, yeah, even if it's playful, I don't even really like when my friends say that. Like, bitch, girl, guess what? Oh my God, bitch, what? Like, I don't like that. I think that that word should be reserved for female dogs, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But besides the point,
I have a female dog. Her name is Karma because she's a bitch.
right? And exactly why I don't like to be called that. But now I will allow somebody to say it if I have an attitude and I really, really am pissing them off. Like you're acting like a bitch, but not specifically calling me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But yeah, I agree with Alicia. Like normalize not hitting men. I think that everybody should keep their hands to themselves. Because at one point, if you square up with somebody, then
His own.
I don't have any picks. You know what I'm like they say back home. I ain't got no picks.
I ain't got no shit.
You square up with me, it's it. You
Yeah.
know? And I feel like a lot of times women think they can get away with some things that they shouldn't. And
But they think that the size of the man negates them putting their hands on them. I be
I
like,
mean,
yo, I have people I have to tell them like, don't hit me. Boy, you big and you talking about me hitting on you? Yeah, don't I ain't passing no lick on you. Don't pass no licks on me.
I think everybody should just keep their hands to themselves and put it like that because nobody wants to be hit at all.
But women think that shit cute.
Super Casual said, "Woman, man, child, punch me. You getting body slammed in people's elbow."
Hey, listen, you got to get the people's elbow when in dress shoes when he slid halfway across the ring and dropped that elbow. That's my favorite people's elbow when he was dressed up and he dropped them and slid all the way across the ring and dropped that elbow. Boy, that was a sight to see. If you wasn't, I saw it live.
You know, dress shoes ain't got no grip, so you can
That
slide
motherfucker
good.
hit that rope, slid at least 6 feet and dropped that elbow. I saw it live. I was there.
But yeah, I think a lot of times, uh, things happen. People get into fights, and the police are called, and a lot of times the men are taken away, and I don't think that's fair.
But it don't
Um,
even be a fight. It just be a lick pass, and they be like, "Oh, you so big, don't you can take that? Stop putting your hands on me."
yeah, because you never know, like that can trigger somebody. You know, I you can literally like my cousins, family members. Like we used to like to play pranks on people. So you stand behind the door, wait for them to walk in, and then jump out and scare them. Like they be ready to square up. Like you can't really do that to people, and you can't blame them if you get hit. So it's like you do something to somebody, and you don't know what their reaction is gonna be. You can just be clowning, and and that might really hurt somebody, and that might trigger their reflex. Like, nah, don't do that.
Right?
But
Play
you
with
know,
everybody.
I think just keeping your hands to yourself is going to resolve that issue. So let's see. So this one, okay.
What up, Shot?
What up, Shad? It says, if I calmly leave you alone, I'm never coming back. Now, if I act crazy, I'll be back. Do you agree with that statement?
Nah, I'm one to never act crazy. If somebody says that like they got a problem and they don't want to be with me, I'm gonna respect. This goes into another thing. Even with the hitting shit, a lot of people thrive on bullshit. So if somebody I'm with say, I don't think this working out, this, that, and the other, and my response is, all right, we say, oh, okay, in Baton Rouge, oh, okay, and we on our way. But they be like, you didn't even fight for me, you didn't even do this, that, and the other. You said you didn't want to be with me. Why the fuck am I gonna sit here and try to plead my case if you've already made a conscious decision to stop fucking with me? Why would I do that?
I'm not going to lie. At one point in my life, I was toxic.
Here's the thing, because you had that boy, his name started with an S, kick in your mama's door.
His
And
name did not start with an S, it
wasn't
started with a J.
because what's the name was fucking with somebody else. The other one started with a J too. It was JJ. So that I just never understood that when you said that boy came in and kicked in your mama's door, shot his ass on sight.
My daddy had a gun at the time, too.
Here's the thing. That's breaking and entering.
Nobody was home.
We done broke into an inhabited dwelling. That's
Right.
you and me for real.
And nobody was there. So you kicking in the door for nothing, my guy.
No, you fucking up your mama dough, and your mama got to pay for that shit. I'd have beat him every day till that dough was fixed.
It was fixed the next day.
But he got a 24-hour ass whooping.
First of all, we not talking about this old shit, okay? Don't put my shit on
You
blast.
the one brought the goddamn story up. You the one was in them toxic relationships.
No, I'm just saying, like at one point in my life I was toxic, and when I would, be mad at somebody and like, kind of threaten to leave or whatever, I'd be like arguing, just arguing. Just yeah, and this and that, and yeah, nigga, and this and that, and
Like,
then end up staying.
but here's
But
the thing. In the great words applies, you wanna argue.
right,
I can't argue with you. You mad.
I was mad.
Shit, I'd have left. You be mad on your porch. Super casual
But
people say the toxic Cajun. That's the fucking name. Change your Twitch name. Somebody hack her account and change it.
no, I'm not that person anymore. But in my previous relationship, that was a very long-standing relationship. When we called it quits, I quietly left and I didn't say anything because it was done. You know, and I felt like when people make a big stir, it's just a lot of emotions, and maybe they're just mad at that moment, and then the best thing that they feel like they can do to hurt the other person is to be out of their life, like you need me type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Sharonda said, I was in Baton Rouge this weekend visiting my mama. The people out there is so rude.
I'll say this. I agree with her. I'll say this because being that I had been away for so long, it takes me a couple of days to really get with it because I can't compare them to New York, but I can compare them somewhat because me living there for so long, I didn't see it. So when I moved away and came back, it was odd to me. But you know, Louisiana, the line is if you weak, you beat. And you gotta be on your shit. Say what mean what you say and say what you mean. If you sitting there ordering food, you can't go to McDonald's in Baton Rouge and be like, let me get a because the girl on the mic gonna be like, look, let me know when you ready.
That's all McDonald's though. Everybody who works at
Not here.
McDonald's,
Not here.
no, everybody that works at McDonald's got a rude
Not here.
test that they have to pass.
No, let me tell you something. You you go to Chick-fil-A in Baton Rouge or
That
Super
rude.
Baton Rouge. Ain't no this my pleasure. None of that. You gotta be on your shit. It's like you gotta be like, hey, we doing it, da. We about our way. We talk real fast because y'all listening slow. It's just that's how it is. But me moving away, I can see where she can say that they're rude because it ain't the same. It's just, man, what you want? I don't want to be here. Tell me what you want.
People are like, you're right. People are so nice here in San Antonio. It's crazy because I did go to Chick-fil-A recently. And you know how, like, because of the pandemic, you know, a lot of places inside aren't, you know, all the way open or whatever. But, you know, you go through the drive through and they have the people out there with the iPad.
Right.
And it's like, oh, can you just pull up a little bit? Okay, thank you. And then they're so sweet. And it's like, well, can I get some extra sauce? They'll bring a whole box of sauce on their shoulder and walk it out to your car. Like, literally, like, people are so nice here.
It's,
I've only had
it's
one
so
bad
weird.
experience.
It's so weird though.
I had actually recently, this was at either Wendy's or somewhere, or probably, I don't remember where, but the lady was singing to me on the intercom. She was like, how can I help you? Ooh, ooh. I'm like, you that happy about your job? Okay, well, let me get a number four then.
For real. Let me get a 444.
Right. And it was, I mean, we have great experiences here at our restaurant. So I don't know. I've been to Baton Rouge maybe once or twice, and I've never been to a restaurant there. So I can't speak on the experience. But if Sharonda say they was rude, they was rude.
Sharonda's so sweet.
Right. But as far as the topic goes, what was the topic anyway? Let me see. Oh, if I calmly leave you alone, I'm never coming back. Yeah, I mean, I had those toxic moments in my relationships, you know, in the past. Um, you know, it is what it is. But I'm no longer that person.
That depends on the person though, because it'd be like, oh shit, if you super calm, shit, you fucking crazy. Then it'd be like, I want you to act out so I know it's real type shit. And I'm sitting there like,
I
nah.
mean, sometimes people push your buttons just to see the reaction because that gives them the one up. You know what I'm saying? I've won because now you're acting crazy. Like, you
That's
know?
why that's why I don't give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't give them, as they say, the satisfaction.
Right. And that's why, you know, I had to learn throughout the years and experiences that I've had to where, you know, if it's done, just let it be done.
Because my piece is very important. And if it's like, especially if you're dealing, what's up, Rashida? If you can't
If you can't what?
if you can't discern a situation and let it be, you the problem.
Right. I mean, me I'm gonna tell you some secrets now. Me and Sharonda,
Lord, who got knocked out?
nobody got knocked out. Me and Sharonda was dating two brothers at one time, and when
Their
I tell you,
name started with J, both of them. Y'all had that red Corsica.
ain't nobody had no Corsica. What you talking about?
Caprice? What was it? Red Caprice?
How am I shady, Rashida? What? Oh, maybe. Oh man. Cut. I'm just playing. No, but me and Rashida was dating two brothers at one point, and I was dating the J, she was dating the B. I'm not gonna say their names on here. And you know, I was dating the younger brother, she was dating the older brother, and man, those relationships were really toxic, and it just got to the point where we both realized that this ain't it. And it was the same dude that kicked in my mama door.
Right.
You know, Rashida can vouch. I mean, Sharonda can vouch for that.
You let that man kick your mama door. I'd have beat his ass every day till it was fixed. What's the next topic? Toxic people suck. I need my peace. My peace is very important.
All right, so this next one is a question, and I want everybody to answer this. But Ken, if you needed somebody to lie for you real quick, who would you call?
My brother, Big Pool.
Big Pooh would lie for you real quick?
Here's the thing: is it like a spur of the moment type shit, or do I have time to tell him?
It's okay. So say something happened, right?
Right.
You was wilding out. You know, you was in the club jigging. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
To
you got
pieces.
right, and you got into a scuffle with somebody, and the police call him and say, "Where was Ken on this night?"
Oh, if the police call. Oh, my brother,
So
Big Pool.
Big Pooh will lie for you.
Big Pool, because the thing is like if I had to call him, I just got to use key words. I ain't got to say if somebody like say somebody over my shoulder and like, hey, if you got somebody who can vouch for you, call them. Hey, Big Pool, bro. Man, look, I got these people on me, bro. They saying I did this, that, and the other. Man, let the people know I was. And he gonna be like, yeah, man, he did this, that, and the other. And we can feed off each other. So it'll be my brother, but that's the only person I probably would call because I can't call other people and they be like, man, what you talking about? What's going on? This, that, and other nigga, you tripping? You in trouble? No, I need somebody to really catch what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down. So
Right.
big pool.
I think my brother would be one. I think I could call a lot of people. Ebony said my mama. My mama is definitely one.
True.
And my mama is a saint. First things first is that if I'm in any type of trouble, she would be like, well, that don't sound like my baby. That's the first thing she gonna say.
Y'all got the wrong one.
Right. Um, Super Casual said that it's gonna be his coworker, which is his best friend at his full-time job. I would say my little brother because we have our own language sometimes.
Right.
And he knows that if I bring up like certain games, because you know we both like to game and stuff, then he knows something ain't right. Like, all right, why is she talking about this? And
Right.
if he's questioned, of course, you know, he has this innocence about him, so people will believe him. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't really crack under pressure. He's so nonchalant. So it's like he'll be like, well, yeah, I don't know. Well, so you know, he's that type of person. And Rashida said that she would call her sister. So Rashida gonna call Sharonda. I can definitely call Rashida or Sharonda.
I wouldn't call Sharonda because Sharonda gonna start fucking laughing and then she fucking lying. We had a whole
Yeah,
goddamn
you're
shootout
right.
on the goddamn podcast. These motherfuckers shot a man in front of her goddamn house. She ducking, laughing.
You're right. You're right about Sharonda. She might giggle a little bit, but she got
Fuck
your
no,
back
I'm not
though.
calling Sharonda.
Sharonda loyal. Sharonda will have your back.
She gonna get there like, girl, what girl? You this, that, and that, you kill somebody. I believe it.
I would definitely call Rashida because you know I always got Rashida back too, and I know she got mine. So, push come to shove, I know Rashida. Rashida, the type of person she would lie for you, but then she would also make up a story that is so believable but unbelievable at the same time.
I believe it.
So I don't know. I
Look,
have a lot of people I could call.
look, while we in there talking about who we need to lie for, while Ebony's in the building, she is a local promoter, business owner, teacher, educator, but she has an event June 26th. If you're under the sound of my voice right now, June 26th at Club Epic or the Epic Club, I don't know how they want to say it. She has the SOS event going on. The Singles of San Antonio. It is a speed dating event with San Antonio's finest, hosted by Ebony herself, who's here in the podcast, and Excelus, certified relationship counselor, with
Oh,
performances by Blue Jean and FLU. So if you're in the San Antonio area single, there's an event on June 26th, speed dating. Go find the love of your life at this event and just get some black love popping in this thing.
you
Club
said it was on
excellent event.
June 26th, right?
Yeah, June 26th.
Let's go ahead and promote that. Good looks, Ebony. You looking out for the singles out here in San Antonio? Go ahead and hit that up, man. If you're looking for love, looking for counseling, looking for things like that, go ahead and hit up Ebony.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Hey. So let's go on to the next topic. Now that we know who we got to lie for each other. Um so this poor guy, his name is Dub
You a
on
dub.
on Twitter. He says, I shot my shot one time and she posted me on her story saying this the type of niggas I attract, and she put throwing up faces. I ain't been the same since. He said, I went to church service that week. Boy, I was not good. So let's talk about rejection and how people be playing people online. He probably hopped in the DM, probably was like, what's up with you? And she exposed him. She basically posted him on her story with throwing up emojis like this the type of niggas I attract. How do men take rejection, for one, and then for two, like what what is y'all's mindset when y'all hop in these DMs?
Man, I've always said, being that, I was in a relationship for a short time, and my boy Big Ken back for the streets. You heard me? I'm out here just pick him up and knock him down. You heard me? But man, when it comes to rejection, you have to deal with the male and their psyche, because men have a very fragile male ego. Now, I'll say this. Sometimes women's, see, I'm finna get on my Kevin Samuels right now. I need to put on a suit jacket. Well, my glasses. Hold on one second. Hold on. I gotta get my glasses. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh Lord.
I gotta get on my Kevin Samuel right quick. Hold tight. Hold tight.
Kim about to get on his soapbox, y'all. Be ready. Hurry up. Yeah, that is very childish on her part. And I don't like people who put people on blast, Ebony. I think that, if she wasn't interested, then she should have just said that and kept it moving. You know. Sorry about all the noise, y'all. I'm hungry. Hurry up, Kim.
Hold on, Jordan. I'm coming back.
Yeah, super casual. There's a singles night in San Antonio, ran by Miss Ebony. Speed dating. Might find the love of your life. Go check it out. We always waiting on him. It never fails.
Hey, you
Oh,
be
hey, Ken.
shut up. Look, had to go get my glass. Should I put these on? Or I should put the Kevin Samuels on. See, I can't see out of these because these prescribed right here. Listen, so when you're dealing with men and it's the male fragile ego, and sometimes women put so much pressure on. Here's the thing: this is an African American podcast. We're gonna speak as such. Some black women put so many unrealistic expectations on the men that they want to date that they sabotage the relationship. Like I've said in so many different podcasts, where men go into these relationships hoping that they will work. Most women go into relationships waiting for them to fail. So the dude who she put the throw up emojis on or whatever could have been a good guy. Could have been the guy that rescues her from her situation, and she had a perception of what she liked or maybe her type and missed out on a good dude. So don't put it on the men. Put it on yourself sometime. Cause you're gonna lay around there and I'm gonna tell you this. So many different times where I've tried to holler at these. Here's the thing. I've never claimed to be the most best looking man in the world. I think I keep care of myself well. I try to keep my body right and this, that, and the other. I got a job. I have a business. And you hop in the girl DMs, I swear to God, if I could share my screen and show you some of these people's fiancés, these people's husbands now, or these people's baby daddies who are no longer in their life, I'd be like, I gotta be a ugly motherfucker. They got this one girl I got in her DMs one time, and she married this dude. This motherfucker's wide and all outside.
Maybe she like bigger men,
I'm a big guy. I'm almost 300.
but you ain't wanted it all outside.
Bro, this motherfucker got hips wider than yours, Joya.
Why I gotta have wide hips?
Cuz you walk on your toes.
Shut
But
up.
but I'm like, what's wrong with me? What am I doing? If here's the thing, you know what it is? Too good to be true. If you go and say you pray to Allah, God, Mother Nature, Buddha, I want this type of man. You put it into play. This the man I want. And that man come along, you know what the fuck happened? They get scared and they run. And they go back to somebody who is less than because they can't handle a man who they think they want.
What it is, and I seen something today.
So it's not the dude with the throw up emojis. It's fucking her who made the post.
Right. Like I was telling Ebony when you were gone, is that she should have just said she wasn't interested and kept it moving. She didn't have to put, screenshots on her story. She didn't have to do none of that, and put him on blast. But
That's not on attention.
right. I think I've seen something today on Instagram that said that we expect people to be like our past experiences. And that's something that rang very true, where it's like, oh, I was dating Jimmy and Jimmy can cook, so I want a man that can cook like Jimmy. Or I was dating Sean and I want a man like Sean because Sean is good in bed, so he got to be good in bed. Like, we take little pieces from our past experiences and expect that one person to have everything rolled all into one. And
They
we
want
can't do that.
they want over 6 feet, six-figure jobs, big dicks, conversation, emotionally available, with his own house, crib, no babies, never married. That's the criteria. Nigga, I'm 40. I done lived a full life. And then they done sat around there and they gave the puss up, got 2, 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, no job, living with their mama on an air mattress. But
Why
they got
the
so
air
many
mattress?
damn criterias.
Why the air mattress?
Shit. Or no headboard.
I mean, it's I don't know how to describe that, but that's something I would never do. I mean, people hit me up in my DM and be like, "Hey, what's up with it? You know, what's up, shawty? You know, whatever." And it's like, I politely tell them, "Hey, I'm not interested," and whatever, whatever, and then keep it pushing. You know, or I might lie. If I feel like fucking with somebody that day, I'll be like, "Hey, look, you don't want me. I got issues, and I did this and I did that." But I would never like post them on my story or some crazy shit like
Right.
that. But it is what it is, and I think she was wrong for doing that. And he said he went to church and he was not okay. I feel really bad for the guy because all he was doing was shooting his shot. You know what I'm saying?
What is
And
going to church and not being okay got to do with anything? That's the part that I miss.
because he was embarrassed, and
Because
he
she probably for the church. Deacon Johnson and ran through it. Her baby daddy probably been there. She done probably slept with the first lady, all that shit. These churches, they a little different.
yeah, but I mean, she was wrong for doing that though. And I feel like anybody who is brave enough to shoot their shot, the least you can do is respect them and say whether you're interested or not. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Or
just
don't respond at all.
or just yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just leave them on red, or just be real with them. Like, look, I'm not available right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to get some of my stomach, boy. I got this room got the spinning.
Oh Lord.
I'm hanging on this chair for dear life.
He was on along for the ride, huh?
Where I was out of look. I don't remember half the shit I said.
Okay, so I only have two more topics, so we're gonna start with this one.
Mhm.
It says one thing about folks who don't like you is they watch everything you do.
That's a goddamn fact.
That is a goddamn fact.
That's a goddamn fact. That's a Craig fact.
Hmm. So, have you been in a situation to where you don't like somebody, or you and somebody don't get along, or fell out with somebody for any reason, and you notice that they're always either commenting on something maybe related to you, or they looking at what you're doing, or a lot of times people have negative things to say, like, oh, look at, just as an example, look at Ken with his little business, he think he doing something, type stuff like that. So tell us about an experience that you may have had.
See me, I'm hands on and I'm very confrontational. So I read people, and when people come at me sideways with that, always got something to say about what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, man, you got a problem with me? What's going on, man? What I did you? Because it be so quick. Because our problem is, and I almost went on a rant today. Like, instead of, if you're not gonna support me, shut the fuck up. That's my motherfucking line. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Cause I got too much shit going on. I'm already stressed the fuck out. I can't be worried about you. But most people who are like real haters like that and always got something to say, like somebody said the other day, what did I say? I think I was talking about the podcast, and I was something. It was a topic I wanted to talk about, and it was like, man, we would get on, but you so emotional. What the fuck you mean? You damn right I'm emotional. First of all, it's content, and I'm passionate about what the fuck I'm talking about. But you always got a problem with what I got to say. But then on the other hand, be saying the same shit I'm saying.
I think that a lot of times um, people feed into their own egos and feel like everything that they say is law or is fact, and the way I'm saying it is the way that it's got to be.
Right,
And it happens a lot, but like we were talking before, like sometimes all you can do is plant the seed in somebody,
right,
and then they realize, like, oh shit, that's the same thing that such and such was saying, or that's exactly what they told me. Maybe the delivery might be a little bit different from what you're used to or what you think is proper, but at the end of the day, you know it is what it is. And as far as the topic goes, it's like, why do you feel the need to take time out of your life for somebody that you don't like to watch, to comment, to, express any type of emotion towards? Because that's a waste of time. That time and energy that you're putting towards somebody that you don't like can be put on something that you do like doing, or your family, or your friends, or your children, or anything else that you got going on in your life. But you prefer to use that time and energy to watch me and to comment on the things that I got to do. And yeah, I agree with Rashida. It is sometimes your own family, and not just non-relatives. Sometimes your family can be your worst critics, and they feel like they know your entire life because they're related to you, and they feel like they know what's best for you because they're related to you, when in actuality 9 times out of 10 they ain't got nothing going on for themselves. So that's why they commenting on your life anyway and what you doing.
I just wonder what people doing. Like we're on what time is it? 9:16.
Mm-hmm.
I post on Facebook, this, that, and the other. Even on my other segment with the black businesses, I be trying to find guests to come on. And if you're a patron of black business, have your voice out.
Right.
I posted in a group today. They deleted my comment because I promoted our podcast.
I think that it's
First of all, I'm gonna blast them. The name of the group is the Black Coalition. There's 1 point so many million people in this group, but me being a black podcaster commenting on a podcaster post, you delete me trying to promote a black podcast.
yeah.
That shit crazy to me.
Yeah, Rashida, we would love to have you on during the Black Business segment. That Ken runs that by himself. I usually am just in the comments posting links and stuff, and supporting. But yeah, definitely need to come on and support your black business. And I think that what they did was wrong, because for one, if you support black businesses and if you're promoting black business, then people should be allowed to post that in those particular groups. You know what I'm saying? And how, a lot of people I hear say, oh, well, I don't support black business because it is, or I don't support black business because of that, and I had a bad experience and blah blah blah. Well, how do you expect people to make it better if you don't state your opinion? How do you expect people to better themselves and their business if you don't tell them what they may be doing wrong and they may not realize it? You know what I'm saying?
Because they'd much rather get poor service somewhere else with a subpar product.
Right. And I mean, I've had experiences.
This is my shirt. Don't nobody try to buy my shirt. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no gilding. This motherfucker, look, that motherfucker hugging the sleeves, hugging. I just got a reason to show my muscles, but it ain't no gilding. It ain't gonna shrink when you wash it. This is premium tri blend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to holler. Pandemic don't wanna fuck with a shirt. Won't even buy a shirt from me.
I think a lot of it has to go with, I've had different experiences with a lot of different black businesses, and all of them have been great. But you know what I did have a bad experience with? Amazon. I'm not going to bash them or anything like that, because, I like shopping there, and, you get things and, they get shipped directly to you, whatever. But I feel like a lot of the money and the time that's being put into big corporations like that, their employees don't get rewarded for it. So I would rather support a smaller business or a black business where I know where the dollars are being put into. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a bad experience with a black business. And I think the more promotion that we do for the different types of black businesses that are out there, we'd be surprised of the things that we've been looking for that is black owned. You know what I'm saying?
That goes
Because
into Juneteenth. Juneteenth is tomorrow, or is it today?
um, tomorrow.
What is tomorrow? Nobody said nothing in stone to say Juneteenth. Let's do this.
Right. Everybody's expecting to have a day off to barbecue or chill out or have a day off from work, paid, whatever, since it's a federal holiday or whatever.
We paid till 2022.
Right. But I think that for the most part, like we were saying earlier in the show, like Juneteenth should be the time to where we support Black businesses and put them, up front and center, and learn about our Black culture, learn about our Black history and things like that, because we finally got this win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at it from a I ain't gotta go to work perspective, but what are we actually gonna do with that day?
Not a motherfucking thing. And it's all in the same within the same 2 weeks of the Tulsa bombing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody talks about that shit. Nobody gives a fuck about Black Wall Street. They
They
don't.
don't. But then they always say that Black people don't never have nothing. I mean, we did at one point. So let's celebrate it and let's try to rebuild it, And shout out to Rashida for having a new business coming out on July 31st. We definitely gonna have you on to promote that.
July 3rd.
31st.
I thought it said 3rd.
31st. Did you not read the comments, fool?
My bad. Let's see. It does say 31st. I thought that one was another exclamation point.
That's that rum spinning on your side. That's what that is.
I don't drink no rum, God. I'm on that vodka.
And camera falling all down.
No, look, I got my chair hitting the cords, and I'm about to pull all this shit down.
Said.
Let me tell you something. About an 8, you see them eyes open. I feel good now. I was out of there. It was touch and go there for a second.
No, super casual. You weren't a hinder.
No, super casual. Come back every time, every Friday, 7:30-ish, because we on CP time.
Yeah, I was ready at 7.
You were.
Ken.
I was over here butt naked, finna get in the shower.
Sad. But our last and final topic for today is why at the cookouts when we were younger we couldn't have a rib. I know this happens in a lot of Black cookouts, to where children get hot dogs. We might get a hamburger. We get the little juicy juice, the little hugs.
The
You know what
hug.
I'm saying? A Capri Sun, maybe.
Capri Sun, you got money.
Right. Or you might get the off-brand sodas, the checks.
Check. Hey, check cream soda. Coldest thing out.
True.
Check strawberry, 2-liter or can. Coldest thing out.
So why is it to where the kids in a cookout, we don't get to get the ribs and the brisket and the sausage?
See, that all goes into Juneteenth, because we gonna be barbecuing. The fathers are gonna be barbecuing for Juneteenth. Nobody gives a fuck about us on Father's Day. So we barbecuing for Juneteenth and Father's Day. Kids can't have no goddamn ribs. For one, they goddamn expensive. Can't get no brisket because they goddamn expensive. And the second thing about it is, how many times have you seen a child fuck over a plate? You're not finna fuck over this rib an adult couldn't have ate. You ain't finna drop it on the ground and get the crying. If you get a rib and you drop a rib, you ain't getting no more food.
Ebony says more expensive and children rarely finish their food.
Right.
My my mom,
Lord, here we go. Ebony talking about she grilled too. Okay, Ebony.
That's right. Put some respect on the women grillers.
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to have,
if you grilling, can I get my plate fixed first?
my mom used to have this rule that, if the food was expensive, then if you didn't finish it, then you save it for later and you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So that plate was getting finished one way or another.
You gonna eat it.
Right.
I like my hot dogs a little burnt on the ends.
I like them burnt all the way around.
I don't like that leather on the side where the skin come up from the meat.
Hey, that leather be hitting. That leather be bussing. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in a household where, we had cookouts and things like that, especially big family get-togethers. It's like the hot dogs for the children, make that chili.
Right.
And you get your chips on the side, you get your little juice or your little cheap soda, and you sit your ass down and you eat.
Right.
And the grown-up people, they got the ribs, they got the grilled chicken, they got, all of the good stuff. And then if it was like a little cooler outside, then everybody ate the same thing. You know, we had a big ass pot of red beans or a big ass pot of gumbo or something, you know, everybody partaked in. But,
Right.
you know, for the most part, kids was eating hot dogs and sandwiches and stuff like
But
that.
then at the same time too, kids wasn't even really into that like that. Like, I don't want that. Let me get a hot dog. Let me get a hamburger. So kids put themselves in that situation too. But then there's always that fat motherfucker always want to eat what we eat. Get your big ass back.
We had some little fat cousins that, you know, mama used to sneak them up a little plate or something on the
Mhm.
side. Yeah, brisket is expensive as hell, shot. And super casual, you need help. You used to mix Kool-Aid and Coke together. You're gonna have the sugars.
That's straight diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diabetes water. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm. But man, it was just crazy growing up.
As I drink my high C from McDonald's.
But you know, one thing that everybody got to get involved in and put their hand in was the desserts.
Yeah, you gonna get that because nobody want to bring it home.
Right. Nobody don't want to pack no cake, no
Mm,
pie, no
mm,
cookies.
none of that.
Nope. You said I poured the powder and stirred in my Coke. You didn't.
Uh
That make the Coke sour, huh?
I can't do that.
Super casual. If you wanted a cherry Coke, just say that.
I can't do that.
But so, anything else you want to talk about?
You are weird. You weren't. This not was because I think you would do this today.
Super casual has eaten some questionable stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I try it.
Last week I had watermelon and mustard. Not gonna lie, you guys need to try it. The shit was
Ugh.
good. It was
Watermelon itself is
good.
disgusting.
Watermelon and mustard is good.
Watermelon is disgusting. I eat mustard, but you okay. Since we on this topic, let's talk about weird foods we like. I like mustard with carrots.
Hi, my name is Joya, and I don't eat meat. I'll put mustard on a cabbage, on a carrot, before I put mustard on a sandwich because I don't eat meat. Ew, that's fucking nasty.
First of all, if you get you some little baby carrots, instead of dipping it in ranch, try it in a little bit of mustard and tell me it
Oh
ain't busted.
no, it ain't.
It is.
Joya, don't you ever talk about me mustard and watermelon? You eat mustard and fucking carrots? Honey mustard, yes. But
Ugh.
mustard and carrots, please miss me with that.
Okay, so another weird food I like is cream cheese and hot Cheetos.
Yeah, you fat.
I'm not fat. It's just
You
it's
fucking
good.
fat. Cream cheese. I ain't like cream cheese till I was a fucking adult.
I mean, that's an adult snack.
And they got to be in something.
No, it's like you get the cream cheese and you dip your little hot Cheeto and bite it.
I don't
It's a
like hot
cheese
Cheetos.
dip.
I don't like hot Cheetos.
Okay, let me see another weird food I like. I
Mayonnaise,
like
mayonnaise and cereal sandwiches.
that's you. That's disgusting.
Bussin'.
Not bussing.
Ghetto French toast. This is what you do. You get your 4 slices of white bread. You got to cut the butter into little bitty knobs and put them in the 5 squares like on the dice. You got 4 on the corners, 1 in the middle. You get your sugar very lightly, and then get your cinnamon, put it on top. You can put it in the oven, but if you hungry now, put it in the microwave. The bread is gonna be a little gummy, but it's gonna get the job done.
We put sugar, butter, and bread in the oven, and it was just a sugar sandwich.
No, you gotta put the little cinnamon on top. On top.
On top. You from Georgia now? You from Atlanta?
I don't know where I'm at. I was choking a little bit.
You gotta bring it back.
Bike.
Let's see. Spicy chili oil, crisp sauce poured over French vanilla ice cream. No, super casual.
First of all, we need to figure out where to find spicy chili oil.
At
Where,
HEB,
where you get that at? I ain't never seen that in my life.
you gotta go on the international section.
I always skip that out.
That's where I get my seaweed snacks from. So one thing I do like is anytime I eat tomato sauce, I do like to put avocado on my spaghetti and on my pizza.
That's been another episode, and maybe I'm tripping.
Wow.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's not. Tomatoes and avocados go really good together.
Consistency, no. I got acid reflux, so I can't have tomatoes anyway.
Wow.
The chili flake sauce, so that be the chili flake sauce that be on the sesame chicken with the sesame seeds.
It might be on the General Tso chicken or the Kung Pao.
You came back when we about to sign off, man. I'm ready to lay down. I'm sick of sitting in this chair.
That's because the room's spinning.
That's a fact too.
All right, we've had enough tonight. Go ahead and close us out, Ken, and throw up them links real quick.
Man, I didn't even want to do that. I'm mad you asked me to do that.
Do it, boy.
I gotta find a moment. Where we at? Hold on. We right here. This has been another episode of Memo Tripping. Hey, if you're not following us,
Follow us on Twitter. Maybe I'm Tripping Podcast. Go ahead and do that.
hit it, like it. So if you have questions or topics you want to talk about, put them on the Twitters or in the comment section below.
Become a Patreon. That is patreon.com/maybe I'm tripping. No podcast. But you can become a patron for as little as $5 a month.
All proceeds go back to the podcast.
Back into production.
Hey, here's the thing. If you go back to episode 1 to episode 9 that we on right now, you'll see the changes, the fuck ups, the tests, the podcasts that have been shut off.
The shootings, the everything.
We had a whole shooting on our podcast.
Also, follow me on Twitch. I stream on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Sunday nights is Chill Vibe Sunday, where we play music and get to jigging. You heard me?
You can be your own DJ.
You could be your own DJ. Go in and request some songs. Monday is Mario Kart Mondays, and Tuesdays I am doing virtual reality. So check that out. That is twitch.tv/TheLazyCajun.
Hey,
Also,
follow me on TikTok if you want to hear bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Hey, follow me on TikTok. A lot of different stuff. I'm new on there, so I got about 6 videos on there. Go check me out on TikTok at Mr. BR Crawfish. Also, I'm not doing it right now, but I'm going to plug it anyway. Mr. BR Crawfish, going to the end of the seasons. I don't know when I'll be boiling again, but I'm about to transition into Mr. BR Crab with the snow crab plates and some other things. Just revamping, but I'm still around. I ain't going nowhere.
Check them out. I'm definitely going to get some crab legs if you got some.
True.
Snow crab, Dungeness, all of that.
I've never done Dungeness crab.
It's expensive, but let me tell you, it's good.
Mm-hmm. But that's been another episode of Maybe I'm Tripping with Big Ken.
Enjoy it, the queen. It's been another good episode, guys. Check us out next Friday, where we'll be trying to do some more questions. Make sure you follow us on Facebook as well. We didn't throw the link up for that, but we are on Facebook. Drop your questions, drop your topics, all of that below. You can even whisper us on Twitch now, because we have a Twitch account. So whisper us your topics, questions that you'd like to see us answer on the podcast. And Rashida said you never home when you want some.
Let me tell you something about Rashida. Rashida will hit me up and say, hey, I'm coming to San Antonio. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to Houston.
Every time Ken is in Houston, Rashida is in San Antonio.
That's crazy.
Yeah, drop a hot topic, super casual. But at this moment, I know that we're asking to raid. I don't have that ability because I think Ken is logged into the Twitch account. So Ken doesn't know how to raid, so we're not even gonna try. But we will start raiding. We will start doing all of that. We got to get Twitch popping now that we're on Twitch. So
For sure, for sure. You guys have a good night.
peace.
Peace.